Tokyo, scientists reveal that lungs can heal once smokers stop smoking. Of course, after they heal, you could get the coronavirus and then... Just kidding, it's called The Week That Wasn't. I want to start with some happy news because that's the only happy news. Folks, Mamta Didi has started painting again. Happy. But folks, this is a secret weapon the anti-CAA forces will turn to. It stands to reason. The BJP will repeal the CAA if Mamta stops with the paintings. Bihar CM Nitish Kumar said that NPR in its new format would create confusion. That's because only half of the Bihari population is in Bihar, the other half is in Mumbai. So how do you do population census? You know, they're all over the place. Kahan hai aap log? Kahan hai aap log? It takes time. The PM says CAA is meant to correct historical injustice. I think it's really bringing the country together in perfect harmony. African cheetahs, the animals, African cheetahs will be allowed to prowl Indian forests. Whether this is a part of the CAA initiative, it's a little unclear. But they can come in and register and then be in the forest. January 31st was supposed to be Brexit, the final chapter. Sadly, Britain's thunder has been stolen by another country. The faster Brexit, happening in China. I'm ashamed to say this. Speaking of China, Hong Kong has stopped air and ferry links with the mainland China to stop the spread of coronavirus. So now finally Hong Kong has a more credible reason for breaking off from China. The old reason was democracy. The new one is a virus. And no, mainland China is not a restaurant in Andheri which serves great Kung Pao chicken and you get parking also. So it's very interesting. The other day, my wife refused to finish her American chop suey at dinner. I cannot stress this enough. Ladies and gentlemen, fear of coronavirus means stepping away from China and not stepping away from Chinese food. Thank God. And now some corporate news. Rahul Bajaj, 81-year-old patriarch of Bajaj Auto, has decided to call it a day. Well played, sir. Rahul Gandhi, meanwhile, has made no such announcement, so let there be no confusion. Lots more coming up, but first our headlines. Air India finally goes under the hammer. Fear grips the world due to coronavirus. Stand-up comic Kunal Kamra gets banned. Our top story. Not to be insensitive, but I didn't want to read the title out, so I thought I'll just act it out. Coronavirus hits India. As India confirms its first coronavirus case, the US and the rest of the world have declared it a global health emergency. India has stepped up coronavirus checks at several airports. So let's go straight to the airport to find out what's happening right now. Do not get into any sort of panic. I'm going to help you with this situation.
Please help! Please!
Yeah. One second. We can't understand. You're coughing too much. What happened?
Not allowing me on the flight. They're not allowing me on the flight.
Something with the flight. Okay. Obviously, listen, sir. They must suspect you have the coronavirus. So
I'm going to try another flight. Bye.
Okay. Listen. Just hang in there. I'll just figure out what's going on because I can't understand what you're saying. My people there will help us with that. We'll come back to you a little later. But we have to move on to our next story. And our next story is also about I'll give you a hint, airlines. Of course, that's more like a bird because hopefully airplane doesn't shake its wings like that. Government decides to sell off Air India. This week, the government finally decided to sell Air India off. Not a percentage, but the whole damn thing, including the glasses, cutlery, everything, including the TV sets which sometimes play. Which means not only will they try to sell off some debt, several old aircrafts, but also lots of extra employees, the heartbeat of India, including this one. Fatima Suarez, allegedly one of Air India's senior-most crew members, an iconic personality who joins us from Mumbai after a long time. Miss Fatima Suarez.
Namaste. Welcome to... Oh, it's you, man, Cyrus. Oh, bugger, you become older, what, man?
Did you call me old? Why?
What, you keep forgetting what, man, Cyrus?
Sorry, forgetting what?
Do not be so formal with me, man. Just call me what my friends call me, no? Short for Fatima Suarez, Fatso.
Sorry, I don't know. How could I forget that Fatso? Fatso. How could I forget that?
Chairman, you have too much formality, huh? You keep on forgetting that I hate those 3 cities, men.
Hate what 3 cities?
3 cities. Felicity, Punjim City, and Formalicity, man.
I'm sorry, I've sort of forgotten. What was that?
See, I'll tell you now. See, Felicity I hate because she ran away with my boyfriend. Marcellus, Marcellus Baptista, man. Huh? She ran away with him.
The famous journalist. What about Punjim City?
Punjim City now, I also hate now because all those bloody Air India flights now, they land 13, 14 hours late at Punjim every day, no.
Okay, all right.
And I just hate that formalicity, man. Formalicity.
You mean formality?
Whatever, man. I just hate all that formalicity, man. See, now, I'm such a friendly girl, no. Not like those other air hostesses, huh? They are all very tight.
Tight?
Tight, man. Tight, unfriendly. Not like me. See, my passengers, no, they all love me, man. They love me. They don't think I'm tight at all. They think I'm a very loose girl, man.
Can you not talk like that? It's giving me all kinds of funny visuals. Let's talk about Air India.
It's so sad, no. It is so sad, no. Just horrible, no. Horrible. Why they are selling it off, man? I just don't understand. They are selling it off, and I had a nightmare last man, when I heard the news. I broke into Coldplay.
Coldplay, the group?
Sorry, what is called cold turkey I broke into.
No, cold turkey is when you're getting off drugs and it takes a long weaning off period. Listen, you're talking about something else. Cold sweat.
Same to same thing, man.
So what nightmare did you have?
I had a nightmare that some private fellow has taken over the Air India and they were ill-treating me very badly, man.
Ill-treating you very badly?
Yeah, because you don't understand English or what?
No, but you're not... You have to explain. Treating you badly, how?
They actually sent me a written legal notice.
A written legal notice?
Listen, written legal notice with instructions, man.
Like a manual. What did it say?
It said that compulsorily I have to be polite to all Jeddah, Muscat, Bombay economy class passengers, man. What a bloody nightmare. How is it possible to be polite to all those people, man?
It's a hazardous task, I understand that.
Then I got one more dream.
Okay, very politely, what dream?
I dreamed that British Airways took over Air India.
That's not such a bad dream.
It's a very bad dream, man. It's a very bad dream. It's like a wet dream.
Did you say what I thought you said?
Again, no, I was wet, sweating through the whole dream, drenched completely, man.
Oh, wet as in sweating, I see. All right, go on.
See now, I have spent 32, 33 years in Air India now, which means I am the most senior cabin crew member, man.
Right.
So when British Airways took over Air India in my dream, that is, they bloody demoted me to junior most cabin crew on the plane, man.
To the junior most, why?
Because if you look at the average age of the BA air hostess, at 53 years old, I was the youngest girl in the crew, man.
The youngest in that crew. And if it's a long flight, then they age a little more as well, as far as I'm concerned. All right.
Then I got one more nightmare, man.
Go on, what nightmare?
I had this nightmare that Air India got bought over by Virgin Airlines, man.
I know where this is going.
I also love Virgin Airlines, man. After all, every Sunday I go to church and pray to Mother Mary, no?
I can't believe I'm asking this to an adult. So what happened?
They just refused to give me a job and sacked me, man.
May I ask why?
You know what they said?
I do, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
You know what they said?
No!
They said, we can't hire you. The name of the airline is Virgin.
Okay, all right.
Now you tell me, man, Cyrus, I'm bloody 53 years old, beautiful, hot and loose. How could I still be a...
No, don't. Please, don't. We have a limit. We don't cross that. No.
Anyway, Cyrus, I woke up with such a start and then I realized that these were just dreams, man. Just dreams. In reality, there's nothing to fear. These things will never happen, Ladad only, no?
What? Meaning?
Meaning Air India being bought over by these other airlines was only in my dreams. In reality, this will never happen.
No, but why? Why in reality, why will it never happen?
In reality, who in God's sweet name will ever buy this airline, man? Look at it. Oh, God, turbulence.
Vijay Mallya, I'm just throwing it out there. There are a couple of people who would I mean, depending on the price, of course. I mean, I would put my hat in the ring if I had the right money, tax compliant and all that. Anyway, whatever Fatima Suarez may think, the Ministry of Civil Aviation is quite confident that the deal they are offering for the sale of Air India has been sweetened enough for any prospective investor. So let's go straight to the ministry, and joining us from there is alleged spokesperson for the Minister of Aviation, Mr. Hardeep Singh Suri. Mr. Hardeep Singh Suri?
Hello, hello. We are thinking of some new slogans for Air India so that we can sell the company. Yes.
You look remarkably like somebody I just spoke to, but go on.
How do you like this one, huh?
Please, please.
Isko bech dala to life jingalala.
Original. Absolutely original.
We have one more. You've heard Amul Taste of India?
Of course, of course.
How is Air India? Waste of India.
It's like the googly of the original, spinning the other way. Love it, love it.
One more. Sust is the secret of our energy.
Man, you belong to another generation, I can see that. So are you sure Air India will get a good buyer?
See, I see no reason why. We are trying to make this deal quite attractive.
Right, right. How? I mean, are you just selling the airline, not the assets? Like, you are not planning on selling the real estate and the art that Air India owns as well, right?
You have to understand that we may not be selling the real estate and the art that Air India owns, but we have a collection of priceless antiques that we are willing to include in the deal.
Yes?
All our aircraft.
Oh, come on. Who will want to buy old aircrafts?
We are also willing to include our well-preserved vintage collection.
I dare ask, what vintage collection?
Our crew.
Yes, crew. There has to be something else, of course, to attract a buyer.
You see, Air India is a national asset. And do you know that it is at the moment valued at nearly 70,000 crores?
I don't believe that. 70,000 crores.
70,000 crores of accumulated losses.
That's also an asset, I suppose. I'm sure you're joking. Who will agree to buy into this kind of deal, but?
Do not forget that Air India also has a massive reach. It reaches faraway places. Do you know how many long-haul flights Air India does?
No, I don't.
Let me tell you. Over 60% of all Air India flights are long-haul destinations, over 12 to 18 hours long.
Oh, you're referring to Bombay, New York, Delhi, Sydney, those kind of flights, yeah.
No, I'm referring to the Bombay-Delhi flight. The winter Bombay-Delhi flight is an 18-hour flight on a regular basis.
Don't remind me. Anyway, I'm not sure this is a selling point. I mean, you want to sell, don't you?
And the food. The gourmet food served on board our flights comes out of our own flight kitchens.
Well, frankly, the food is not that bad. Sometimes, in fact, I've enjoyed it. It's quite good.
Our food served on board Air India is famous. It is so famous that even the after effects of eating that meal is called Air India.
Unnecessary. Really unnecessary. And you think that's a selling point?
Well, you see, we are also thinking of revamping our whole on-board entertainment system.
At the moment, it's, I dare say, a little sad.
Yes, we thought we'd get rid of the whole entertainment system and just send Kunal Kamra and Arnab Goswami on every flight. Free entertainment.
Right. I like that. But I'm sorry, I don't think that these selling points you mentioned are going to get you a buyer. I mean, after all, who is so needy that they will accept this deal with all the negatives?
We have thought of all eventualities. In case nobody gives us a good deal, we have a ready buyer who needs an airline of this sort urgently.
Who?
Someone whose travel needs far exceed anybody else's.
Who?
Government of India.
Government of India will buy back Air India from itself.
Yes. How else will our Prime Minister travel 2 times a week without a national carrier?
Right. All right, great. Superb talking to you. A complete waste of time for both of us, but thank you so much for joining us. Okay, before we go into a break, let's go to the airport and check on that passenger who may have the coronavirus.
Sir! Hey, please show me, sir! Sir, please! Sir.
Okay, slowly, sir. We are with you. I'm trying to be sensitive here. What happened?
They are not allowing. I begged them. They are not allowing me. They are refusing me. I don't know what to do.
Okay, listen, it's not very clear what you're saying, something about trying to get on a flight. How are they going to allow you on the flight? Because you may have the corona. In fact, it looks like you do have the coronavirus and they're going to take all precautions. You must get yourself checked.
No, no, I'll try and go on another flight. Bye, bye.
Okay, it's very loud, the cough, and it's disturbing my viewers. All 9 of them are anyway a little elderly and not feeling in the pink of health at the moment, so I cannot do this. I'm sorry. We'll try and talk to you if we can get more clarity later. But thank you so much for joining us. Folks, just in case you have the coronavirus, remember, cough and cold is common, but there are a couple of things which are a little different. For example, if you're feeling a lot of backache, then definitely you have taken an Air India flight. So just to clarify, we'll take a break and then come back, because sometimes the seat, it can hurt you. In fact, this seat is from another airline, Kingfisher, which we took it off and no one was watching. We pulled the seat and we kept it here. We'll take a break, then we'll come back. Welcome back to all the people who don't have the coronavirus, and not to be insensitive, but as long as you're healthy, everything is good. If you're not healthy, we would request you to stay in China until we figure out what to do. We're sending planes. We'll offload Kunal Kamra there, and then we'll send whoever's less ill back to us. All right? So apparently, they're making a list. Javed Akhtar, Anand Patwardhan, Kunal Kamra. Cyrus Broacha ko Dubai mein drop karo. I have some work there. I don't need to go all the way to bloody China. Yaar, kaun jayega? Speaking of Dur, let's start with this cricket news. Ex-England captain Mike Gatting has weighed in on the 4-day test match controversy. He was in Mumbai. He apparently is in favor of 5-day tests. Yes, 5 days over 4 days. Now, Gatting's reasons are very compelling. In 4 days, Gatting would get 4 lunches. In 5-day tests, he'd get 5 lunches. Yes, just to mention, Gatting is not Kunal Vijayekar. 2 different people. Huh? That's actually Mike Gatting. Just little, same gym. Now, actually, jokes apart, Mike Gatting was in India to launch Tendulkar Middlesex Global Academy, to which a spokesperson for the LGBT community said, Tendulkar is Middlesex? That was a picture of Tendulkar, not me. It's a common mistake because both are seen as, great visionaries of their craft and art. So it happens a lot. People call me Sachin on the road all the time. I ignore it because, I don't want that confusion to go on. Now let's speak about something sad. Gold may lose its sheen as the preferred choice of investment in India. According to a report by Morning Star, gold has lost its hold as the preferred investment in both India and China. It has now been replaced by onions in India and doctors in China. No! Not funny, not right, insensitive, and we apologize. And please, you can take action against Kunal Vijayekar whenever you feel like. We will not hold back. This week, World Hijab Day was celebrated with young and old women proudly donning and promoting their hijabs. I have a suggestion. Since women are clearly more beautiful, why don't we try covering up the man instead? World Hijab Day, men only, coming soon. All right, now before we move on to the next story, let's once again go to the airport and find out what has happened to our coronavirus suspect. Stop, please stop, listen, stop.
Help!
Stop, please stop.
No.
Will you please stop? Hello, stop. Baba, please stop.
What?
Why are you going on running around? Stop running around.
Why are you asking me this all the time? I just want to get onto a flight.
Okay, I'm trying to hear what you're saying. I don't understand. Listen, just get the coronavirus check done. They probably suspect you have it, the coronavirus.
I have already done that check. I have been cleared. And no, they don't suspect me of any coronavirus.
So you don't have the coronavirus. Then why don't they let you onto the flight?
Because they suspect I may be Kunal Kamra.
Can you show your face? Yes.
No, he lives in my area. Hardeep, I'm not Kunal Kamra. Hardeep.
I don't know what's going on there, folks, but aviation is not simple anymore. It's very tough. It's called Identify the Passenger. It's a new game coming soon. In the meantime, let's talk about this. Stand-up comedian Kunal Kamra, which we just mentioned, had a spat with Mr. Arnab Goswami on an Indigo flight from Mumbai going to Lucknow. Now, Kamra has been banned from flying with Go Air, SpiceJet, Air India, and my own personal helicopter till further notice. While Indigo has barred him for the next 6 months, I don't know about this. Let's meet aviation expert Rohit Rewari to find out more. Mr. Rewari, please explain what constitutes bad behavior on an aircraft.
This is a very good question, and mind you, different cultures have different standards. मतलब कि जैसा देश वैसा standard.
Well, let's stick to India, for instance.
For instance, an Indian passenger may snap his fingers at a flight attendant. Hey, hello, sweetie, Chodu. Hey, yeah, this is acceptable behavior as long as his seat belt is on,
The mind boggles. Why would you call an air hostess Chotu? Okay, go on.
Furthermore, an Indian passenger may spit in the plane. As spitting is in our DNA.
Did you say spitting is in our DNA?
Yeah, DNA is all Deccan and North Indian aircraft. The flight you mentioned was going to Lucknow. और वैसे भी फ्लाइट में जो खाना मिलता है उसके बाद स्पिटिंग तो बनती है. ये कोई खाना है? हैं? ये पालक परसों का और पनीर नरसों का. थू, थू.
That's one way to show your disregard for the food. But sorry to interrupt. Please go on.
Indian passengers can sing as loudly as he wants.
What are you saying?
And American Airlines will put you in handcuffs. हथकड़ी पहना देंगे आपको for singing. But in India you can sing. हवा हवा ओ हवा खुशबू लुटा दे कहाँ खुली ओ खुली जुल्फ बता दे आप उसका पता दे. And you get a wet towel to wipe your face. Thank you, Chotu.
They reward you with a wet towel. I am beginning to understand. But what did Kunal Kamra, the comedian, do that was,
He did a very bad thing. I can't even say. Sorry.
No. Come on. Please, you're here for that. Like what? Was it standing up in the flight?
No, Baba. Much worse. I can't say. Sorry.
So then he must have heckled the passenger, right? The passenger whose name I will not take.
No. Heckling is allowed. That's normal. He did much worse.
So he attacked the passenger and gave him a lecture on partisan politics, something like that?
No. Much worse. As a chota-mota jhagda, little arguments between passengers are in our DNA.
Deccan and North Indian Airlines. All right, we get that. So what did Kunal Kamra do that got him suspended?
No. Tell me if I call you to my home for dinner and you insult my wife, won't I be angry?
Sorry, I don't understand. What is that?
My friend, your friend Kunal Kamra, while lecturing Goswami, had the cheek to mention how Indigo Airbus A320 with Pratt and Whitney engines have been banned from flying, criticizing Indigo while on Indigo. This is not in our DNA.
Now I've understood. Yes, okay.
Anyway, this ban is a very important issue. The whole Civil Aviation Ministry, DGCA and several other bodies are meeting just now to take a final decision on the subject.
But this ban is such a big issue.
No. We have to sit and decide whether it is more important to ban Kunal Kamra or ban flights coming in with coronavirus.
Oh, right. You can't have all the bands at the same time. It causes all kinds of confusion because if many bands play, the music is atrocious, right? You have to have just one band.
मुझे भी बुखार सा महसूस हो रहा है. Even I am feeling feverish.
What? Hey, are you okay? Have you got the corona?
Yes, corona है ना. Hey, sweetie, 2 corona beer लेके आ. तुम पियोगे ना?
I don't drink alcohol. Can I have shandy with lemonade mixed with 2 pieces of ice, please? Tell Chotu from my side.
छोड़ो, sweetie. अरे यार सुनते नहीं. बेल्ट पहन लेते हैं, मैं सुनते नहीं.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll hear from him again next week. But in the meantime, it's bye from all of us. And remember, if you if you're coughing, a lot of cold and all that, doesn't mean you have the coronavirus. It just means you live in Delhi or Bombay. Just remember that. See you. Now the AC started, but now I'm actually feeling it.
No, worthy.
But this end to just turbulence maker who will buy this airline?
Now running in and out.
No, I'm ready. I'm just party in the middle if I need it.
Mark where? Mato is PJ.